This is an early day stream. I apologize. I really wanted to stream last night. I took some, cough and like cold medication, and that shit had me knocked out. I had two more YouTube videos to do yesterday. I was grinding yesterday. But I ain't gonna lie, the sickness was like, either you gonna get these YouTube videos done and not stream, or if you try to do everything, then you ain't gonna do half of it. Anyway, I did put out two videos. I'm gonna do the rest today. So there are YouTube videos coming. Thank y'all for the support there. I wish I had streamed last night, but it's cool. This is what y'all get. Y'all get me tonight or today. I'm headed to the range after this. When I get back, I gotta just finish up some edits on some YouTube shit. I'll put that up. I don't know if I'm coming back tonight, but I'm streaming today, which is now. And I'm definitely streaming tomorrow because Pop Smoke's album drops. Okay, so we're all good for that. Everybody should calm down. All right, anyway, let me see. Let me find a game to play first. I'm a blackjack type of person. Once again, chat, I see, conversations that we had or things that I said on the stream making its rounds through the internet. I should reiterate to y'all, by the way, when you tune into the stream, you get the exclusive. But also for everybody else who hears or whatever, my words travel to them somehow, some way. I don't be saying shit just to say it. I say it because I know it. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that I've been, in this shit for like about 10 years now, and people still be like, wait, is Act telling the truth? No, nigga, why the fuck would I lie? There's no need to not lie anymore. You know what I mean? Now I got all the connections. I got all the shit I need to, like, tell y'all shit before y'all know it. It's a reason why Cardi's team reach out to me to say, hey, niggas is making up fake shit about when I'm going to drop my album. You deliver the real shit. That's what they did. They came to me. You feel me? So I'm in a position where when you hear me saying it, it's not because I'm just like conspiracy theory. And if I'm doing conspiracy theory shit, I'll tell y'all. But if I tell y'all that that's what's going down and I have a source, when I say I have a source, the source is legit. Okay? And by the way, Drake hit me up last night. Really, he said he was trying to confirm my source. Which I told him, I said, Drake, I ain't about to tell you my source. And as much as I fuck with you, my source don't lie to me. So I don't even need you to confirm it. Anyway, we had a good talk. He did confirm it. And my source is 100% legit. And we spoke a little bit more about it. And I think he knew I would probably speak about this part because he came at me with an angle like, well, think about it like this. At least I could confirm what the person told you because you're getting it from a third party. I'm the guy. And we confirmed it. My source is A1. But of course, I didn't expect it to be nothing less. It's a top tier person in the industry. Yeah. And, I'll get into the conversation with Drake in a short while. Okay? Nigga says, didn't he cuss you out for dissing his taste in manly looking women? That's the thing. I don't know why people think that, like, yo, if you hear me nasally, I'm going to blow my nose and all that shit. So I'm sorry. Like, I didn't want to stream in this condition. I'm on the third flu, this, that, and the third, and also Hennessy. I get it. But, listen, the content can't stop. It's only one Akademiks, and I don't care what happened. I got to get on stream. So if I'll turn the mic off, but I'm going to sniffle and get my shit done, okay? I'm sorry, chat. I love y'all. All right? I got to blow my nose real quick. Let me mute the mic. Hold on. Okay, good. All right, so we won't start with Drake, but I didn't want to start. And again, I keep telling y'all, I'm 10 years in. It's 10 years in. So when I say something, I'm not hating. I saw people like, yo, why you hating on Baby and Durk? I love those artists. I'm not hating, but I'm doing my job. Baby never ever said, yo, here's 100,000 for always promoting me. Durk never did either. I had to be honest to an audience, give them information, and that's how I got the position I got. So in the 10th hour or 10 years later, Not because people know me means I'm gonna stop doing my job. And I like these guys. So when I reported what I did about their tour, some people say I'm hating. If I'm hating, somebody will come out with opposite facts. Just remember this: when I tell y'all some shit, if I'm lying or hating, it goes around enough that if niggas had hard facts to say, oh, he's lying, they would have provided it. You never hear no response. You might hear, you know, in hip hop, if you tell the truth, you're a hater. You know what I mean? Like, if a nigga say, if, for example, like, no disrespect to my guy Soldier, but if Soldier say he's the first rapper that went to space, and you said, nigga, you ain't go to space, nigga, you went you went in a space simulator, you ain't go to actual space. You know what he's gonna tell you because you fact checked him? You a hater, right? That's how rap goes. So, I always tell y'all, like, when I tell y'all things, if I was lying, exaggerating, or whatever, niggas would confront it because it gets enough noise and enough circulation that if no one would want to lie about them, go unchecked. Real quick about the little Durk thing. Shit. I hate the sniffling shit. I fucking hate it. Anyway, I was vague about what happened with Durk because I want to protect his privacy. And I want y'all to understand why I'm doing this. When people send me information that I have to independently verify, that I have to do my own research, that I have to make calls, I have to send emails, I have to do all these things because, again, I'm not the person who just gets to write an article and I get paid. I need to give y'all some more shit. When people give me information, even after I verify it, while disseminating the information, I can't be sloppy. And I know some of y'all here, y'all are always doubtful because y'all just want the whole thing, but I can't get on stream and tell y'all Durk's address. I can't. I can't tell you what community he lives in. I can't. That's putting him in danger. That's dumb. I would never do that. So there is a little bit of y'all have to take me on face value, but I try to give y'all enough that y'all know either I'm the world's biggest liar or this nigga is, you know, he's doing his due diligence and listen, I'm not like these other people. I'm putting work in. Anyway, the Durk situation, I want to explain a little bit more. Okay, let me pull this up. And I'm all transparent. I always tell y'all. I got multiple reports from people because I seen some people saying like I was capping. They were like, well, why is Act the only source? You know why Act's the only source? Because at times I have proprietary information, like the same shit I said about Drake. Drake hit me up last night to make sure it was somebody he actually played the album to. He's like, yo, Act. I just want to try to make sure it's actually someone I played the album to. Like, I have been playing. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm not like the rest of the niggas y'all watch or listen to. Different. I won't tell you what town, what community Durk lives in. I will tell you this, though, and I won't even put it up on the screen because I would have to blur out certain shit. Because, yeah, I don't want to put him in danger. Like, me reporting this is not, I don't want to put him in danger, right? So, Durk lives in a gated community. His neighbors who somehow know me, and maybe, they're probably definitely a fan of him too or know of him, they hit me and say, yo, there was heavy police presence around his crib. They believed it was either a police raid, but they were later told that it was a shooting that went down. Now, because y'all are always in doubt when y'all just hear Akademiks say it, now I have to read emails, right? So this is so in the gated community, and I won't tell you what gated community, I won't tell you what's the name of the board or nothing like that. Y'all could go research, but I will read the email that was sent to all homeowners who live in this rich, posh neighborhood that pretty much are looking at it like, why is there so much cops here? And what the heck happened last night? This happened Sunday morning. So it was reported to the residents, and this is where they're sending me the emails, right? It says it was a home invasion on blah, 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 blah. That's the street. I won't say the street where he lives on. Early this morning, there was a home invasion on blah, blah, blah. Shots were fired, but no injuries were reported. Please avoid this. This is like a housing like authority writing to all the residents and the homeowners. Please avoid this area if you live in the area. It's a substantial size crime scene. A few facts you should know. It is believed that the suspects were targeting a specific home. The suspects gained entry through the woods, not through any gate. Shots were heard by residents during the incident, and I guess they were scolding the residents at this point. They said, but not one call was made to the police. And they say to the residents, please never assume that someone is probably calling the police. Call them yourself. Hesitancy in calling the police can result in loss of life. This is all of the information that I'm at liberty to share right now. I will keep you updated as I am able to do so. So they sent that immediately after this went down on Sunday. We're on Wednesday right now. We had Monday happen, and they sent an update. And the update said, dear homeowners, I want to give you a few updates to yesterday's incident. First, I want to make it clear that the resident, and by the way, I'm assuming they're talking about Durk. The resident was the victim in this incident. I've gotten many calls wanting to know what I am going to do about this. I'm going to let the authorities do their job, and I'll assist in any way I can and continue to provide support to our residents. In speaking with the police today again, they reiterated the fact that although multiple neighbors heard gunshots, not one called the police. The only call they received was from the victim, and of course, the incident was over and the suspects had fled. Please, if you hear something or see something suspicious or criminal, make the call. Guards will continue to adhere to the ID policy. If you or your guest comes through the visitor lane, this is a gated community, remember, and are asked for ID, please be prepared to show it. With regard to general security concerns, blah, 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 contact your board of directors. They'll convey, blah, blah, blah. There's some, I can't say shit in here because it will make you be able to Google where he's at. So I'll stop there. This was also assisted by, like, I don't even want to say what group or what platform the group is on, but there were group messages among neighbors, and they identified, hey, I'll read some of them. They're hilarious. Somebody says, this is a white lady, look like she's in her mid-40s. She says, I have a problem with the letter referring to him as a victim. If you do a little internet research, you'll find out that he's currently being investigated for an attempted murder in a downtown Atlanta incident a while back and has a history of other wrongdoings, including gang-related incidents. Let's call it like it is, folks. He is a problem. Durk, let me put this out there. Your neighbors have found you out. Durk, I love you. They've found you out. This is how white people talk about you when you're not in the room. They're basically saying, why y'all calling him a victim? We never had no shootings over here till he got here. No, fuck. Now, somebody else who's, again, Caucasian says, who is this person? Remember I was having that conversation about, y'all think everybody in the world knows Durk. These white people, like, some of them know Durk. Some of them like, who the fuck is Durk? Somebody said, who is this person? Somebody says, I saw that too. And I saw that he was recently arrested on a gun charge. Then somebody else responded, it's Lil Durk, I was told. Then somebody else says, actually, this part I could put up on the screen. It says, well, technically, if I put up a message but I covered all the names that said stuff, could y'all search? My real chat niggas. If I put up the message but cover the names, like, of who said it, could people still find that thread? I don't want people to find the thread and find where it lives. I do not. All right, yeah, you're right. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. My biggest thing here, I don't want people to know where he lives at. Unlike niggas like Meek, who's just a sucker, who be talking about it, like, I know where Meek lives at. I would never talk about that shit online. Like, that's a really retarded, just, you're playing and gambling with people's lives and safety. Like, that's dumb. I don't even want y'all to know what area Durk lives in. Okay, so I won't even show it. But clearly, if I'm reading messages, like, unless I'm the best freestyler, I know what it is, all right? Somebody says, well, technically, in this incident, he was the victim. But I do have a problem with the way the email somewhat points a finger at residents. I don't think that the email was well worded. I hope that wasn't the intended message. Somebody says, I agree. In this incident, he was the victim. But I thought the tone of the letter perhaps portrayed him as an innocent victim. All right, more messages. Oh, uh, yeah. It says, quote unquote, been my experience that shit draws flies. This is how you know people are racist. Basically, they Google this nigga Durk and they're like, yo, if he's a shit, it's gonna draw flies. It's gonna draw more problems, right? Somebody says, yo, you're 100% correct. Gang affiliation, brother shot and killed in April. Rapper that collaborated with him, killed back in November. Not exactly what I would call wholesome. And then somebody links his Wikipedia and says he's a thug and has a lot of enemies. Oh my God. Yo, you see how, by the way, these are all Caucasians talking about Durk. Okay? I think I just showed this one. Look. Look, well, that's the Wikipedia they link, okay? I'm not going to show too much, obviously. Somebody said, good gracious. So since he has a felony conviction, he legally can't have guns in his possession, right? And yeah, the conversation continues. I say that to say, in realizing what was allegedly going down, they're saying that somebody tried to do an attempted home invasion on a property that Durk lives at. I don't know if he lives there or he just owns it. It's a gated community, which is a little confusing, but the people that run the gated community, they sent an email saying the people who try to run up on Durk didn't come through the gate. They came through the woods. What's the point of the gate? Why have a gate if niggas can come through the woods? Huh? They're saying that shots were fired, nobody was hurt, and the suspects fled. Did they run back through the woods? Did they hop in a car? Did they drive through and exit the gated community? Obviously, that's what the cops are going to be investigating. Who knows where Durk lives? How is this a thing? I won't say exactly, well, I won't say near where he lives, but he don't live in Chicago. He probably has residences there, but this wasn't Chicago. How the fuck do people have the drop on him like that? Durk's fame, but also, his closeness to street shit, I think it's plagued him a little bit. Usually when rappers get as big as Durk, they just start lying. They start making shit up. Or what you hear a lot, they start rapping about their old life. You know what I mean? Which is, hey, let me make myself into a superhero before I got famous and then rap about how big of a gangster I was, right? So I want to be very tender and care, and I got to take care with that situation. I don't report these things to make Durk look bad or anything like that. I don't think he looks bad at all. Nobody got hurt. I don't think he looks bad. I think he probably takes away from this. I'm going to have some more precautions. If I'm him, I would probably start looking at my neighbors. They all look at you like that's the little thug over there. You can tell they don't really fuck with you like that. They're not that welcoming. Be aware. Your neighbor's perception of you will always tint whatever story that comes out about you. Be aware of that. I know that as a fact. People I live around, I'm the youngest person in my community by at least 20 years. I'm the youngest in 20 years. They all look at me, and when I tell them this is my first crib, and I tell them I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm in hip hop, they don't even like ask, oh, what in hip hop? They just assume, oh, you one of those guys. Now, who knows what they think about hip hop? They might just watch hip hop and see some violent shit and be like, oh, that's how he's getting money. He's selling drugs, shooting niggas, killing niggas, whatever. And then that's how he got. They don't really, Tinderdemics, thank you for the sub, bro. So you have to watch for your neighbors at times. And I hope, and chat, y'all tell me, did I do a good job of protecting his, location and his, his safety? Like, this happened, like, I'm pretty sure, I'm surprised the Atlanta, all right, let me stop. I think I did a good job. I'll move on. All right. I'm surprised the newspapers and TMZ haven't picked up on it, but you never know. Okay, you never know.